And at guard, 6'4" from Kentucky, welcome to DC, number 2, John Wall.
This man was once the fastest player in the NBA.
Gives it to Wall. Working against Bradley for 3. John Wall! What a shot!
A pioneer of the 360 layups we see today, and an idol to an entire city.
Up the far end. Oh, what a spin by Wall for the score! See, he's had a quiet ball game. Look at this. Look at this. He was spending one.
Even having a song named after him. But his involvement with gangs led many teams to turn their backs on him. Today, we'll understand what happened to one of the most skilled players the league has ever seen. Jonathan Hadrid Wall Jr. was born on September 6, 1990, in Raleigh, North Carolina. When he was just 1 year old, his father had already served a prison sentence for second-degree murder and was convicted of armed robbery. His father was released from prison on August 24, 1999, but died of liver cancer a month later at the age of 52. His older brother, John Wall Sr., promised at their father's funeral that he would take care of his family, but was arrested the following year and only released in 2018. During John Wall's childhood, his mother worked multiple jobs to support him, along with his sister Sierra and half-sister Antonia. His father's death led Wall to frequently reject adult authority and act inappropriately, resulting in fights, especially in high school. He was even arrested for breaking and entering as a teenager. John Wall played his early basketball years at Gardner Magnet High School. After his sophomore year, his family moved to Raleigh, where he repeated his sophomore year. Despite having an impressive tryout, John Wall was cut from the high school team due to attitude problems. He then transferred to Word of God Christian Academy, also in Raleigh, where John Wall began working on his emotional control with coach Levi Bivens. Bivens first worked on stopping him from belittling his teammates for missed layups, and later on improving his facial expressions and overall behavior. This was the final piece needed to adjust his game. After all, his ball handling was far above average, as was his athleticism, and he was a very dedicated defender. Shortly after his junior year, in the summer of 2007, Wall was invited to the prestigious Reebok All-American Camp in Philadelphia. There, he stood out by scoring 28 points against future draft pick Brandon Jennings. As a senior in 2009, Wall averaged 19.7 points, 9 assists, and over 8 rebounds for Word of God Christian Academy, and was ranked as one of the best high school basketball players. He led his team to a North Carolina state championship. That same year, he was invited to the most renowned basketball events, including the Nike Hoop Summit and the Jordan Brand Classic at Madison Square Garden. Naturally, after a year full of highlights, he was ranked as a 5-star athlete and the #1 high school athlete in the country, receiving numerous scholarships from major universities. He signed with the Kentucky Wildcats. Before his first game, he was suspended for a season opener due to suspicion of receiving benefits from agent Brian Clifton. After paying a fine of nearly $800, he was cleared to play. In his first action as a Wildcat, an exhibition game against Clarion University of Pennsylvania, the point guard led his team to a victory with 27 points, 9 assists, in just 28 minutes of play. Against Miami University, he scored 19 points, had 5 assists, and 3 steals, closing the game with a game-winning shot.
Oh my goodness. He was the #1 recruit in all of college basketball. Well, Kentucky made the mistake giving up the 3, but John Wall comes down and does what he has to do to get the win for the Wildcats.
Against the Hartford Hawks, John Wall set the record for the most assists in a single game in Kentucky University history, with 16. These achievements led the university to induct him into the Athletic Hall of Fame in 2017, and in 2010, his name was added to another historical milestone. In 2010, Reebok announced him as its new endorser to be the face of its new shoe, the Zigzag Slash. Also in 2010, Washington, D.C. Mayor Adrian Fenty declared June 25th as John Wall Day, presenting him with a plaque during the press conference visit with the Washington Wizards, 1 day after his draft. In the NBA, he started strong, being named MVP of the Summer League and MVP of the Rising Stars Challenge, featuring rookies and sophomores like Blake Griffin, James Harden, Steph Curry, and DeMar DeRozan. Despite averaging 16 points and 8 assists per game, he lost the Rookie of the Year award to Blake Griffin. John Wall's playing style was captivating. He had control of the game, being versatile in scoring, hitting three-pointers, making street-style passes. No one could stop him in a one-on-one situation, and of course, he went on a fast break and guaranteed score. Beyond all that, he was a natural leader, involving his teammates like no one else, being extremely generous with extra passes and the defensive force, using his speed to block shots and his intelligence for tiny steals. Moving on to the 2012-2013 season, he suffered a knee injury early on, causing him to miss several games. This will be the first of many injuries in his career. However, he managed to slightly improve his rookie averages. In the 2013 and 14 season, he was elected as an All-Star for the first time and became the first Washington Wizard player to win the slam dunk contest. That same year, the star reached the playoffs for the first time. So while there were never true contenders, during his time with the franchise under his leadership, they swept the Raptors in 2014. During his time there, he broke several personal and franchise records, including most assists in a single game, 19, most assists in franchise history, a fact that would have made his former high school coach proud, as he initially disliked passing the ball. John Wall undoubtedly captivated and became a hero for the Washington franchise. However, recurring knee injuries caused him to miss many games, including undergoing surgery on both knees at once in the 2016 and 17 season, and also missing the entire 19-20 season due to these same issues. While frustrating for fans, it was understandable given his extremely athletic playstyle. Everything changed when a video of him making gang gestures at a party was leaked. Soon, videos of him making the same gestures during games after scoring circulated, and similar gestures from his college days resurfaced. After undergoing surgery on his left heel in late January 2019, John Wall developed an infection in the incision and suffered a ruptured Achilles tendon when he slipped and fell at home. This sidelined him for 12 months. In the 1920 season, the NBA was suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the season resumed in June in the Orlando bubble, by then John Wall was expected to return to the court, but he did not travel with the Washington Wizards, officially ending his season with the franchise that drafted him. On December 2nd, 2020, Wall joined the Houston Rockets. He averaged 20 points per game and recorded his 8th career triple-double, 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. However, on April 2021, he was ruled out for the remainder of the season due to a grade 2 hamstring strain. In the 21-22 season, John Wall and the Houston Rockets mutually agreed that he would no longer play for the franchise, as the team was rebuilding and developing young guards Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. On July 8, 2022, John Wall signed with the Los Angeles Clippers, making his debut with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. On February 9, 2023, John Wall was traded back to the Houston Rockets in a 3-team deal, but was waived 3 days later. Since then, he's been seeking an opportunity to return to the NBA, posting workout videos to show that he's still healthy and in good shape. He also said, and I quote, "I want to finish my career my way. I want to play my last game. That would mean everything to me." So this was a story about John Wall. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Was his career good? Was it average? Could it have been better? I guess so. As always, if you like the content, like and subscribe.